Hey guys, so today we are going to be taking a look at the Part 2 units to the 4th anniversary, quote-unquote anniversary, in Legends today. We've sort of already taken a look at Tapion and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so I'm going to go through their kits here, but I'm not going to go super in detail. I did a separate breakdown on them, basically going over everything you need to know about both of them. Let's just start with Goku. The art I actually do think is pretty good. Obviously, one of the most iconic moments in Dragon Ball, the Dragon Fist. Green Super Saiyan 3 Goku melee type. So obviously the one thing we didn't get to see here was his stats. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this button and let's see what kind of damage we're dealing with here. Okay. Now keep in mind this is without the title boost, so we're talking about like 265, 266,000 to his main offensive strike stat. That's very good. Very good. And also his defense, I mean, he's probably going to be over 170,000 to strike defense. And then blast defense will probably be something like 166 or so, 167. So his stat, like this guy probably has one of the highest stat totals in the game for a non-Ultra, non-Zenkai character. So definitely very nice. He does hold these two cards, which we saw before. I believe he doesn't have any special effects on his... Yeah, these are just normal. Okay. The Super Dragon Meteor. It's a pretty cool name. This is blue card. Deals massive impact damage, 20% of special move damage inflicted, cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions on hit, and then has blast armor, and then if the gauge is full, he gets no switching, which is ridiculous. Like that, this blue card with the gauge filled up is actually probably like one of the best in the game. The ability to every single time force no switching when you use this blue card is insane. So like I could definitely see a situation where like I want to make a video with this guy and like purple Frieza on the same team to have the extra blue card opportunities. The green card is Enraged Fighting Spirit. Draws a Strike Arts card next, 40 key, 25% damage inflicted, and then if the gauge is filled up, he gets an extra 10% HP, which is obviously very good. And then the Dragon Fist itself, this is the main alert of the character, deals supreme impact damage, applies the following effects to self-spawn activation, 40% ultimate damage, minus 100% enemy sustained damage cut, nullifies endurance, and blast armor. And then if you have the gauge filled up, he gets type neutrality as well. So if you're fighting a purple character, I don't know, like Zenkai Super Vegito, Revival Gohan, Goku and Vegeta, you don't have to worry about the type disadvantage portion of that because it's all going to be eliminated. And then on top of this, he has a portion of his unique abilities where he's actually able to generate additional ultimate damage. I believe it's up to 30%. So you can get up to 70% additional ultimate damage here, which is going to be pretty helpful. Okay, main ability. This is where things get pretty crazy. I think this is probably, in my opinion, where this guy stands out a lot, his main ability. So this randomly destroys one of your own cards, draws Dragon Fist. 30% health and 50 key, 30% damage inflicted, and card draw speed. So this guy has card draw speed just baseline, so this is double card draw speed for 15 timer counts. Keep in mind, he's also getting cost reduction and keyback every time he uses a card. So this guy's going to be able to combo for a long time. It's kind of it reminds me a little bit of the Zenkai Green Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. When he pops his main ability, he just continues to combo for like 500 million years. That's what it's going to be like for this guy. But he's also getting damage on here as well. And then here's where things get ridiculous. If you have the unique gauge fully filled up, he gets his Vanish back, and he removes your opponent's Vanishing gauge. So I think taking a look at this main ability, if you have this main ability saved up, and I think this is what's going to sort of dictate who's like better at using this character and who's not as good at using this character, I think you probably just want to save this main ability for like the later portions of the fight, right? If you're in a last man standing position and it's like a 1v1 scenario with another character than your opponent's team, like let's say, I don't know, let's just say it's UI Goku, right? So if you're fighting UI Goku and you're both last man standing, you pop this main ability and there's literally nothing they can do. You pop this main ability, and you ult, and that's it. You win. Like, this is like the most... I don't even know how to describe it. Like, this you pop the main ability, and the game plays itself for you. It removes your opponent's Vanish for you. It draws this card for you. It gives you your Vanish back. Like, because think about, again, the scenario I just talked about. You're fighting against UI Goku. You're both the last man standing on both teams. You pop this main ability, and you just click the ultimate. Like, what does your opponent do? They have to either have a rush, or they have to use, like, a blue card at, like, the best possible time, I guess, or pop their own main ability and clash you, because there's literally nothing else they can do. So this is a crazy, crazy main ability. The Z ability is going to be 3% of strike damage inflicted by Sun Family, and then 38% to both offenses for Sun Family, Saga from the movies, or Saiyan. That's, like, honestly one of the best Z abilities in the game. And then we sort of already talked about most of this stuff already, but the fact that he gets 60% reduced damage received instead of the normal 50 is pretty big. This guy's going to be able to tank very well. Remember, he's also healing. I believe it's, what, 3%? Yeah, every Strike and Blast card. So this guy is just racking up tons and tons of damage. He's healing himself. He's comboing for long periods of time with guard draw speed. He has cost reduction. He's getting key back. Yeah, this guy's just he's doing an awful lot. So I'm excited to test him out. So that's Goku. Now Tapion, again, I'm not going to go into like incredible detail here, but let's just see. He's a support type character, so I'm not really expecting his stats to jump off the page at me here, but let's see what we're working with. Yeah. Okay, so defenses are not bad, but offenses, it's certainly not the best. But defenses seem solid. Oh wow, he has 2 seals. Okay. Strike card with 100% chance to seal an enemy card slot for 5 counts. Be honest with you guys, I don't really think this is that big of a deal. 5 timer counts is not that long for a slot to be sealed, especially when you're the one who's activating it, because it's gonna take time for you to combo, and by the time your combo's over, the seal might not even be there anymore. So I don't really know how good these are, but it's pretty interesting that he has 2 of these. Obviously, he's on powerful opponent, which is pretty interesting because generally, when you think of Tapion, you don't really think of him being on a powerful opponent team, but because it's technically Hirudegarn as well, that's why he's on there. So he's going to be on movies and powerful opponent. He does have heavy bleed on a strike card. Blast is normal. The blue card is the Brave Sword Rush. Deals massive slice damage. This is a long range blue card, by the way. Massive slice damage. 30% of special move damage inflicted for 3 counts, and then cannot be nullified by most other special moves. Seems like it's going to be pretty decent. The green card is Heroic Blades Aura. Restores own key by 20. Changes own Blast Arts cards into Strike Arts cards. Okay, so he obviously is a more strike-based character. 30% to the next special move damage inflicted up to 90%. Okay, so you can actually stack that 3 times. So if you somehow use 3 green cards before a blue card, your blue card is going to be hitting ridiculously hard because you're getting the 90% boost here, and it's also giving itself 30% when you actually use the blue card. Then he gets own card draw speed by 2 levels. Wow. Okay. And then, oh, wow. Nullifies, and dude, this is a crazy green card. What? Okay. Yeah, that, oh boy. That is a really, really good green card. I want to say it reminds me a little bit of Android 17's green card, the LF17 and 18, the 17 version. I don't think this is quite as good as 17's green card, but it's like kind of creeping up a little bit on that. This is a really, really good green card. Okay. If I could ask for and be a little bit greedy, I would probably ask for maybe like 40 key instead of 20, but dude, this is a crazy good green card. Nice. Okay, so the main ability is It Was an Honor to Know You. Draw a special arts card. So we actually, okay, so he force draws a green card off the main ability. That's good. He heals the whole team. Okay. 30 key. Wow, 25% strike damage by allies for 50 counts. Okay, that's good. He seals some of these blast cards, and you know what? I'm okay with this. This is actually a pretty good main ability. We don't generally see team heals on main abilities anymore. It used to be something they used to do a lot, but recently they've kind of stopped doing that, so it's interesting to see them sort of bring this back in some capacity here. He's supporting, and he's sealing. Like, this is actually, and he's drawing that crazy good green card as well. Like, yeah, this is a very, very good main ability. Okay, Z ability is 35% to sagas from the movies or powerful opponent, strike and blast defense, and then if you're in both tags, you get 18% to strike attack. Seems pretty decent. Phantom Majin Sealed Within. So this is sort of his unique thing here. So he deals major explode damage to the enemy when there's a character is defeated. if there is a remaining battle number. So basically, when this guy dies, he deals AoE damage to the enemy team, right? Which is good. It's guaranteed value. You're getting something done for free for this guy dying. Now the question is, how much damage is this actually going to do? I don't know. We won't know how good this is until we actually see it. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield: 80% damage inflicted, 50% reduced damage received, destroys an enemy card. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade, -1 to arch card draw speed for 5 counts. Wait, do they? I feel like they changed that. I'm pretty sure in the actual preview video, that was 15 counts. They might have nerfed that. Okay. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was 15 counts in the like preview video, the reveal. And now it's 5 for the card draws. Because I remember I specifically said, I was like, oh, wow, 15 counts of minus draw speed, that's really annoying. But if it's only 5, then it's kind of eh. I mean, it's still going to be okay, but it's definitely not as good as 15. Seals enemy strike cards for 2 counts, and then he has this ability where he shortens own subcount by 10 when the enemy uses Rising Rush, which you guys should recognize from the Zenkai Yellow Broly movie Goku. Heroic Inheritance is the second unique ability. The following effects occur when this character is switched to standby. He draws a card and gives allies damage. So basically, if you have the main ability popped, and then you switch out to a different character, he's giving, what is this, 50% to strike damage. That's good. That's very good. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses an arch card. 10 key is a lot. 20% strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. And then when he lands a strike card, he seals blue cards and green cards for 5 counts. And he inflicts all enemies. That's important. It's not just the current enemy. It's all enemies with minus 20% of health restoration. I actually kind of like this guy. I think he's going to be very good. It's going to depend on how much damage the Herudagron thing actually does, but I think that green card looks very solid, and then the main ability seems pretty good, so I think I do like this guy a lot. Alright, so let's take a look at the EXs. We have Anniversary Turles. Very, very fitting for the anniversary. Let me get a Turles here. A red defense type. Oh, God. Alright. Prepare yourselves for, like, really bad stats here. Let's see. Oh, my God. That is so bad. So bad. What is that? What is that? Come on. Alright. Normal. Kill driver, major impact damage, and then inflicts downgrade with 20% of damage received for 20 counts. Whoa, calm down, Turles. Then we got Fruit of the Tree of Might, restores health by 10%, and ally health by 5%. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. 30% of damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Reduces next damage sustained by 20%. So he is a pretty... is like a mostly defensive green card, which is fine. The effect is pretty good. So the thing I'm curious about here is the ally health by 5%. Does that also include himself? I think it should, because generally when it doesn't include themselves, it specifies like other than this character, right? So I think he's actually going to be restoring 15% HP from this green card, which is actually pretty nice. All right, Lifeblood of the Planet. Oh my God, there's like 2 lines. Draws a green card next, restores health by 20% and key by 30, destroys all of your enemy's cards. Seems okay. Z ability is 32% to episode sagas from the movies or Saiyans base strike and blast defense, and then 18% to blast attack for sagas from the movies and Saiyans. So the first unique ability is Crusher Corpse Commander. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 6% damage inflicted, not good enough. Reduces damage by 50%. Sure. 30% of key recovery. That's fine. Applies the following effects to all enemies when this character enters the battlefield. 20% of damage received. 30% to health restoration. And then inflicts tag Saiyan with attribute downgrade and -1 to arch card draw speed for 15 counts. That could be annoying. The 15 counts of reduced draw speed, definitely going to be annoying for a lot of the Saiyans, especially like Dragon Fist Goku, who's going to be thriving off of comboing for a long period of time. So, Brutal Blow is the next unique ability. 30% of damage inflicted against tagged Saiyans. Following effects occur upon landing a strike or blast or it's hit. 20% of damage inflicted for 10 counts. 20% of special move damage inflicted for 10 counts. Reduces enemy ki by 15, and then 10% chance to reduce enemies' Dragon Balls by 1. That's like a mini version of LF Rosé's ability. I'm pretty sure Rosé's is 15%. This is actually this portion right here, like the following effects occur upon landing a striker. This is interesting. You'll be able to stack up a decent amount of damage. I mean, it's only active for 10 counts, but the special move should actually be hitting decently hard, I guess. We'll see. Following effects occur when changing cover, reduces enemy ki by 30, and then he draws a green card. So he can actually draw a green card via this ability and his main ability. So a lot of healing going on here. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's enough. All right, next we got Cooler. I don't really know why they decided to do this, but sure. Final form Cooler. He's a melee type blue, huh? I will tell you guys right now, this guy has to be on like crack to be able to even compete with Revival Frieza. So right away, I'm gonna probably say this guy's probably dead on arrival, but maybe they're gonna make him absolutely like stupid broken. Let's see. All right. I can tell you right now, he's not good. He's not good enough. Nope, not good enough. Key recovery down. That's interesting. I don't know if I've seen that. Is that new? 30% to key recovery for 10 timer counts on hit. That's okay. Normal strike with... Oh, actually it's blast armor. Okay, makes sense. Supernova, major explode damage, 20% to strike damage received. Matchless Pride, which is on key by 30. Minus 5 down special move arts cost 20. 100% to the next strike arts damage inflicted. Sure, buddy. Whatever. Ruthless Tactician is the main ability. Draws a special move arts card next, which was on key by 50. Card draw speed, and then 80% to the next special move damage, huh? Okay. I mean, this isn't terrible. I'll take that. It could be worse for sure. 32% to Lineage of Evil or movies, and then 18% to strike defense for a powerful opponent. Both offenses for Lineage of Evil and movies. Okay. First unique ability is the ultimate form. Falling effects occur to self when battle starts. 70% damage inflicted, 50% reduce damage received, and then reduce damage received from Saiyans by 15%. Wow, okay. You know what? That's actually not too bad. So he's basically receiving 65% less damage from Saiyans. I don't think that's going to save him from getting absolutely pummeled by Dragon Fist, but it's nice to have that extra little boost there. Additional 30% of strike damage inflicted if there is a tag Saiyan enemy battle member. That's actually interesting because now we're starting to explore the avenue of like, okay, instead of doing extra damage to specific tags, let's increase let's increase the damage dealt to the whole enemy team if there is a specific tagged character on the team, period. Which is interesting. I think that's actually a good way of doing this moving forward. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Restores ki by 20, minus 5 to strike arts cost for 15 timer counts. 50% to the next strike arts damage inflicted, cannot be stacked, and then gradually restores health each timer count for 20 counts. So I will say this, right? If you have this green card already used, he's getting 100% to the next strike arts damage inflicted, and then he's already getting an extra 50% to the next strike arts damage inflicted when he enters the battlefield. So if you have those like both stacked on top of each other, and the enemy has a Saiyan, like that strike card is going to be doing a lot of damage. Like it actually is. Active Brutality. The following effects occur upon landing a strike arts hit. Reduces enemy ki by 30. Okay. 100% chance to inflict enemy with bleed. Inflicts all enemies that should be downgrade. Plus 15% reduced, or sorry, plus 15% damage received. Modifying effects itself when this character evades enemy attack with a vanishing step. Restores vanishing gauge by 70%, card draw speed, and restores HP. Let me just quickly check something. I want to see. Is Yajirobe's 70 or 80? I think it's 80, but let me just check. Because Yajirobe's is pretty damn good. Let me just see. It's here. Oh, it's actually 60? Oh. Okay, well, then this cooler is going to be pretty good. To have that ability in his back pocket twice, and it's actually better than the Yajirobe's. I think Yajirobe gives himself 3 times, but this is only twice, but still, 70% is very good. You know, this cooler actually doesn't seem too bad. But again, I just, as a blue LOE character, There's a 0% chance you're using this guy over Revival Frieza. Sorry. Nope, not happening. But he seems okay. All right, let's move on to the equipment here. I believe there should be some new equipments. Let's see. Archive. We got this, which I assume is just another raid one. Yep, Anniversary Raid Medal 2. Sure. Anything else? There's got to be something else in here, right? There's a new Awakened Super Saiyan 3 Goku equipment. Okay, so this is Super Saiyan 3 in green. Wow. That's, I wonder who they're designing this for. Strike defense, key recovery, and then striker. This is actually really good. Okay, so this is actually good because the way, the way that they did this, right, is they made a good version for the old Spirit Bomb Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? You can roll the last slot's blast, and it'll be good for him. And for the new one, you just roll strike, right? And then that's going to be good for him. This is actually a really good. 20% Q recovery is really good. So yeah, this is definitely. I assume this is going to be one of his best equips. So that's good. I believe that's probably everything. Yeah, looks like that's it. So let me know down below what you guys think of these new characters. Obviously, the main one is going to be Dragon Fist, but Tapion, I think, actually does look pretty interesting. I'm excited to test him out as well. Turles and Cooler, I don't know what to tell you. Cooler seems like he could at least be a little bit interesting. Turles, I don't even know why they bothered, but whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you all in the next one.